Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hey, I did a short couple of days ago about being a cheapskate and getting water from a local um, water source. It's a boat ramp, and kind of think I left people thinking, "What is he talking about?" So I need to go get water. As you can see, it's pretty dry. This is the front lawn, and you can tell where there's either poor soil or ledge up underneath the grass. So basically, this thing is we drive down to Nequasit boat ramp, and I back this into the water, at least to cover the fender on the trailer. And the reason for that is if you don't, you have to lift the water. Uh, uh, and water, for those of you who don't know the weights, it's 8 pounds per gallon or 1 kilo per liter. So you get a 5-gallon bucket, 20 liters, that's a lot of weight. So get it down into the water. And if I fill it more than 3/4 full, actually this line here is actually a pretty good reference. Of course, it'll be at a slant on the ramp, but basically if it's to this height, um, before I pull out, I don't lose hardly any coming home. So half a mile from here, and let's go down. I love my neighbor's hydrangea. This one's, I think it's a snowball. And once we get a frost, those flowers turn pink. They're beautiful. And he's even got a bigger one, a bigger bush over here, right there. Isn't that beautiful? The house is for sale. Nice people, too. For those of you who saw my video, Free Logs, just ask. Right here on the left is where this house here is where I got that tree. Last winter was one of the coldest days I remember in the Bath area, and I have a video flying the drone down here. I'll put a card to it so you guys can check that out. So this place I'm going is Nequasit Park. This was all wooded when I was a kid, and you could swim off this bridge and just a little bit further upstream. But the rest of this was all wooded, and you couldn't get in here. If you want to go fishing, you basically had to uh, climb through some alders, and you guaranteed to lose a lure. And so this is the swimming area now, and this is only a boat launch area. And this because it's a public water supply for the city of Bath, there's a 10 horsepower limit, and it's rarely ever anybody here. There's the ramp. So I'm going to back down. also learned a trick to count, and 50 is 75 gallons. That usually puts me right where I want to be. Put one extra in. And if I leave space on either side of the tank, I just put a half a bucket full of water in the trailer as well. I'll even leave those buckets full. 2 minutes and 28 seconds for 150 gallons of water. And I'll drive back. And one thing I try to remember before I get out and before I bail it full is to switch up the eco off. And that makes it easier on the transmission for towing. So let's slowly creep out. I'm going to swing a little bit wide to the right here. So when I go to the left, you'll see how much splashes out and stuff. Some of it's trapped underneath that tarp. Hopefully you can see that. Some of it's coming out of the bucket. One of those ladies probably thought I was filming them. Some kind of a creeper. No. I'm a YouTube dude. There's some fantastic places to have grown up in the world. And I'm proud to say that this was one of them. And I'm a little bit jaded because it's where I grew up, but so many fond memories. Some of them not so fond, but I looked in the side view mirror. That I didn't get that frog. Kind of rare to see a frog or a toad. Well, a frog for sure, but I think that was a toad because it's daytime. I'm looking back and I don't see any water in the road. Yeah, there's a better look at that hydrangea. Believe it or not, when I was a kid, that was a one-lane road just like this, our driveway, and 3 houses. Now there's at least 14, I think. And I park here. So the vehicle is on the downslope, and I always lose some here because this angle is steeper than the angle at the ramp. And then I just set up the siphon. Hard to believe you can get that much flow from 4 or 5 feet of head space. I'm doing this by myself. If I have to draw suction or start a siphon by blowing up the hose to clear out any dead space, it's a really good idea to have the hose underneath some weight, or as I have it now, tucked into one of the holes of the cinder block. That way it doesn't come out, and then once you get the siphon, you have to start all over. So that's really it. There's nothing else to it. The rest of it is just bucket watering and hose watering plants. And if somebody told me when I was 6 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old, that 50, 55 years later, I'd be out here playing in the grass, I'd have told them they're crazy. It would never happen. But yet, here I am. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. And just a different way of getting things done on a small operation when times are tough, meaning they're dry, as they usually are in August.